The pace truck is off. Timothy Peters and Matt Crafton bringing us to green at Las Vegas.
Big push by Ben Kennedy on the back of Timothy Peters. That's going to give Peters the advantage.
Timothy Peters to the point. Matt Crafton coming back on the inside, trying to hold on to second.
You can run all over this racetrack. We may not see these guys up right next to the wall, but certainly the bottom 3 lanes as John West Townley makes the move to make it 3 wide in about the 10th spot.
Wow, these trucks are vulnerable right now. The tire pressures are low, the tires are cold, and this is when they're driving the hardest. Look at them, 3 wide.
And they may be racing the hardest too. See, back inside that black truck, 13th spot, that's Cole Custer. He came in the pits 3rd, guys, and came out 13th.
Ben Kennedy, the control vehicle, across the line and leading us back to green.
Ooh, problem for the 4 of Christopher Bell, one of our chase contenders.
Bell didn't get started. Is he going to get going again, or does he have a significant problem?
Indicating a missed shift.
Caution on the track in the 49 of Tommy Joe Martins, or excuse me, of Wayne Edwards with a problem. He's gotten into the wall there in the right front. This time because of a problem for the 49 of Wayne Edwards.
Wayne just got a little bit loose there and had to use a little bit more racetrack to catch that truck and got into the outside wall.
And he's only got 1 lap to do it. The white flag is out in Las Vegas.
What a great down to the finish of this thing for Brad Keselowski Racing. A 1-2 finish here at Las Vegas.
Into turn 3 for Reddick. He's almost there. He came in tonight as an underdog. He's a non-chaser, but he's going to capitalize and take it to victory lane. Tyler Reddick wins at Las Vegas. So fitting that in Las Vegas, an underdog would steal the show. Tyler Reddick didn't make the chase, but he cashed in tonight in Vegas with the win. His 3rd career victory. And he is so happy.
Well, here he is, Vince, Tyler Reddick. 2nd in points last year. Did not have the opportunity to race for a championship this year. But what a statement this team made tonight. And you can see the emotion. Tyler, when drivers and teams say, what can we do for people to talk about us if we're not racing for a championship? That's win a race. 1st ever victory on a 1.5-mile racetrack for BKR. Congratulations.
Yeah, no, it's an incredible accomplishment, not just for our team, but for our whole organization. This has been something that I know that I and everyone here at this team have wanted to do, is win on a 1.5-mile racetrack. And, you know, I had to do it. I had to get aggressive and make some moves that I probably shouldn't have even on my teammates. So appreciate to him. I know he's probably not the happiest with me getting on his door real bad, but honestly, I knew how that run ran out the end that, I mean, we just had to make that move there to hold and be able to hold him off from up front, because I couldn't get around at the end of the run like that. So just kind of breathless, speechless. I don't know, it's a really big deal for everybody part of this team. So I'm just really happy to be the pilot, be able to bring it here at victory lane for those guys.
You guys, as you mentioned, race side by side, door to door. You for a win, he for a chance to advance in the championship. Split-second decisions are being made on this racetrack. If you go back at all, do you change anything you did?
Maybe been a little bit nicer on his door on the outside, but I can promise you, if there's anybody that's going to be behind the 19, push him to a victory at Talladega, I'm definitely going to be helping him 120%. I'm going to be at his back bumper pushing, make sure he's in the chase and he gets a win at Talladega. So that's our goal going into Talladega. I know we want to win. We really need to make sure that 19 is locked in. Misses a wreck, we can help him get in the next round for sure.
That's Tyler Reddick. He's in victory lane at Las Vegas.
Finishes 2nd, but he's still, you know, only gained 5 points in the standings. I mean, he came into this race 20 points back of the cutoff, and now he's just 15. It almost seems like he didn't get his due.
You know, Phil, there's a lot of people that are breathing easier now, finally, and that would include Christopher Bell. I think he thinks he can go to Talladega and probably survive to the next round along with Matt Crafton.
I think maybe the guys that are 25 and 24 points back may be able to breathe this week. I'm not sure Ben Kennedy, 18 points up, and those guys behind him will breathe that much easier.
And a tough night for John Hunter Nemechek, who finished 16.
Regan Smith has a win a year ago at this very racetrack. field all in line now behind Eric Jones and Alex Bowman, making up row number 1 as they come out of turn number 4. The second race of the Chase for the Xfinity Series is underway from Dover.
See Alex Bowman in that outside lane. It's going to be difficult to get that outside lane working to start with. It's going to take a little bit of time to get it rubbered up.
3 wide behind them.
Looks like both Bowman and Elliott Sadler made the outside move work just a little bit to get a spot and get themselves back down to the bottom.
And already you're starting to see a few black lines. And right there, the 15. Josh Wise had unapproved adjustments and flames rolling out from behind that car. Look, early on, this is just lap 2. And it explodes.
Well, and drivers behind did a great job. Boy, not a worse feeling to drive off into the corner, Jeff, and not be able to see anything and wonder what's on the bottom, what's on the track. Yeah.
There was a little bit of contact there. 77 of Matt Waltz went up the track.
And not to mention the speeds on these corner entries. You're just absolutely moving on the straightaway. It's so fast. Driving into turn 1, a lot of throttle. So when something happens here on corner entry, it is a if you don't hit something, you've done a great job.
Wood. That will be this evening. Great show. As we are riding along with Darrell Wallace Jr. currently running 6th, the caution has come out. Backstretch, the 97 of Jordan Anderson.
Right front right there, I guess.
Quite a bit of movement there, and front into that car.
You heard him say he blew a right front. I think the right front is damaged so badly that it's gone over and it's damaged the suspension on the left front as well. And it's one of the things with limited practice that we had this weekend, especially at a racetrack like Dover, DJ, where you really don't get a chance to evaluate what kind of camber you have in the car. It's very easy to exceed the amount of camber and damage that right front tire.
We talked about how you slam down into the corners and just everything that takes place. And I'd seen this 97 just wiggle up in the middle of 3 and 4 the previous lap. So he obviously had an issue, and you could see as he came off turn 2 that tire
hard into the wall, the 25. Ryan Ellis coming out of turn number 4. A lot of damage to both the right side and left side now.
Yeah, I think he had a tire must have been going down there, Joe. It started going up on him through the corner there, through 3 and 4 there.
Big impact. See the front of the car fall down, and very hard impact.
And right there's the reason that safer barriers against the inside wall here that goes to pit road 2 to help these drivers in these situations.
Ryan Ellis considering this a home race for him as he's from Ashburn, Virginia. Big contact with the 42 of Justin Marks, and the caution comes out once again. So Marks with hard contact. Justin, one of the drivers that was running up front and had come to pit road on lap 67. Take a look at what happens here. Daniel Suarez in the 19 coming up on the 42.
19 was trying to go to the bottom, and Marks was going to the bottom, and 19 just needed to check up just a little bit and give him some room, and he got the car overcorrected and hard impact in the wall.
Huge impact.
Yeah, it is. You see how easy it is when that car starts to spin. You want to turn the wheel to the right to keep it from spinning, but if you turn too much wheel to the right, it hangs a right, and it makes heavy head-on contact.
That shot straight up the racetrack after he overcorrected, and Justin Marks hard contact. Take another look. 3,400 pounds of race car off the ground after slamming into the wall.
It's just not hardly in a race driver's makeup to just turn it left and spin the car out. But in those situations, that many times is the best thing. You can see just how quickly this car snaps and goes straight to the right.
Glad to see him walking. That's a heavy input. That's why, even though we talked about the end of those safer barriers, us not liking them, we love the safer barriers being on the racetrack. You saw how much the safer barrier moved, and really took a lot of impact away from Justin Marks. But when this wreck started, you know, it all starts off turn 4. Obviously, the 19 car, he's got the fast car on the racetrack. He's coming at a high rate of speed. And he's saying right now, I want the bottom. But Justin Marks, look how early he turns. He's turning and saying, hey, I'm going to the bottom. He's giving him plenty of notice saying I'm coming down. But Suarez had decided he was going there anyway. And two guys battling for the same spot. But that could have been avoided. The 19 and Suarez could have gotten out of the throttle a little bit and avoided that wreck.
Let's listen into what Daniel Suarez had to say about this.
10-4, bud. And he was up when you went into the corner, and he came down in front of him. A lot, like he was going to let me go. I think he decided to go to the bottom.
And Rick, Justin Marks has just been released from the care center. And before I ask you what happened, how are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. This team does a great job building great, safe race cars. I mean, it was a big hit, man. It's all crumpled up inside, but I'm fine. It was good.
And so walk us through it. What exactly happened?
Well, I think there was a little bit of a storm brewing there because the leaders were all coming out of the pits on fresh tires, and we were all trying to stay. We were trying to stay out there as long as we could on some of the older tires. So there was a big difference in speed, and I think the 19 just got a big run there. And you know, I don't know. I got hit from behind, and that's always a bummer. I saw that he had poked the nose out and that he was coming with a lot of speed, but I was trying to pass the 93 there, and you know, he did what he did, and we got a tore up race car. It sucks.
When you say he did what he did, what exactly do you mean?
Well, he hit us, spun us out.
Do you feel like there may have been something more to it than just a simple racing accident?
No, I mean, well, I don't. It depends on what your definition of a racing accident is. I mean, those guys had tires, and he was racing for the win, and we weren't that good, and he was trying to make up as much time as possible, and you know, I was trying to do the same thing, and there's limited space out there. So I mean, I like Daniel. I don't think he did anything on purpose. I don't think he did anything stupid. I think it was a pretty optimistic move.
All right, thank you, Justin.
Yeah, thanks.
Glad you're okay.
Thank you.
Justin Marks, an early end to his day.
122 laps, getting ready to lead the 123rd and the final lap at Dover. Final time through 3 and 4. Daniel Suarez looking for his second career win in the Xfinity Series. Checkered flag, he wins at the Monster Mile.
Thank you, guys. Woo! What a team, what a team. Woo! Thank you, guys. Thank you. Good job, guys. I'm very proud of you. Oh, man, what a car. Woo!
But his enthusiasm is just unbelievable, and it's just fun to watch this young man compete and perform.
I think the word is learn. I mean, you're right. He is. You saw him make mistakes, you know, early in his career. He'd make mistakes, and he would learn from it. He wouldn't make that mistake again, but he always pushed his cars hard. He pushed himself hard.
Come on, you got more than that
Good
here.
to see a young guy with that much effort have success.
And it's a little bit difficult to do a burnout on a racetrack where there's 9 degrees of banking on the front stretch. And he's learning that as well and doing a very fine job. Just the second win in his Xfinity Series career, but so much talent that we've been able to see race after race for Daniel Suarez.
You know, we were talking about Joe Gibbs Racing, and all the focus has been on his teammate Eric Jones as the favorite. Yeah, and Elliott Sadler's going to be right there. But this is a young man that you look at throughout the year that has shown the ability and now winning races on difficult racetracks that we can consider one of the championship contenders that could be there in that final four.
What a performance and what a show put on by Daniel Suarez today. He wins here at the Monster Mile at Dover. Happy young man. Get him to hop off the race car. You ever dominated a race like that before?
Man, I don't remember the last time, honestly. I'm very proud of entire this team. And the 19 intercept batteries. Toyota Camry did a really good job today. And the guy just brought an amazing car. We have a ton of speed. You know, one of those races that you will feel bad if you lose the race, you know what I mean? Harris, Juniper, the Wall, Toyota, Coca-Cola, everyone to put this program together. It's pretty unbelievable to win this way.
Tell me about the pass on the 7. Dale Jarrett called it textbook. Never touched him. Got enough air on him to move him out of the way, though. Tell me about that pass.
Yeah, it was, you know, he was racing aggressive because clean air was everything. He got me right there on the restart. And I was a little faster than him, and I knew if I was close to his rear bumper, I was going to make him lose. I don't think I never touched him, but that was enough to make him lose and be able to complete the pass. But like I said, very proud of everyone. I want to apologize as well to the 42. Obviously, that wasn't my intention to wreck him that way. I thought I had the inside line and then he went to the bottom. I apologize for that. Norm Miller from East Interstate to put this program together as well. Just very proud of this team. Everyone did a really good job.
All right, well, you got to do your burnouts closer to the flag stand. You had to run down the front stretch.
I wanted to do it in front of my team because they got this one. This car was unbelievable. And yeah, I had to run a little bit, but that's fine. When you win, you can run a little bit.
You want to send a message to the folks at home in Spanish?
Yeah, sure. Muchas gracias a todos por su gran apoyo. La segunda, vamos por el chase.
Mexican-born Daniel Suarez in victory lane here at Dover, and also has advanced himself to the next round of the chase as well.
So we do see Daniel Suarez celebrating in victory lane and on the phone right now. But after 2 races, Suarez and Elliott Sadler with wins, they advance. And that's why the big smile on the face of Daniel Suarez. The drivers on the outside of the top 8. Ty Dillon, Eric Jones, Ryan Sieg, Brandon Jones, all trying to figure out what they'll have to do at Charlotte to be able to advance into the round of 8. Martin Truex Jr. up on the outside line. Those in the chase all have yellow splitters, yellow spoilers, and yellow banners across the windshield. As they come out of turn number 4, the elimination race is underway from the Monster Mile.
Brad Keselowski gets off to a good start, Rick, and with qualifying rained out, we have all 16 chasers starting right up in the front 8 rows.
In the Xfinity race just a few hours ago, that outside line, it's going to be ready to go right now. You see Kevin Harvick on that outside lane. I think you can trust it. I think you can go up there and expect there's going to be a lot of grip.
What a difference a year makes. A year ago, Kevin Harvick was in a must-win situation, had to win this race, and did. Last week, Kevin Harvick won, doesn't need to have a good finish, and now has a tire blow, and so he is already behind the wall and in the garage. And we're getting ready for pit stop. Welcome back to the Monster Mile, and it looks as though it has claimed another one. Ryan Blaney, this time in the 21, stopped up in turn 3, trying to wait for the traffic to clear so that he can come onto pit road. Take a look at what happened.
Oh, obviously, right front tire failure, and we saw this in the Xfinity race, and this is a product of very limited practice time, not really getting an understanding of where you are on your cambers, and if you exceed your cambers here, it's very hard on the inside edge of the tire, and the tire will fail. So limited practice having in my opinion, limited practice really affecting what the teams knew about the cars.
And that safer barrier doing its job again. You see it compressing as the car hits it. And it looks as though the caution has come out for the 42. As quickly as the 42 was running around the racetrack, even though 3 and 4 laps down, they have done some damage to the right side. The right front tire is down.
Blow a tire? Yep.
You heard there, did you blow a tire? The quick response, yep.
Running the high line, I would say that's a good thing. In that situation, he was a little closer to the wall.
If you would have done, actually the one car right now, Rick, problems on the racetrack.
Yeah, they expected it, and it blew up out of turn number 4 and left smoke all the way across the front of the grandstands, and probably some fluid along the track up top. So this will be a pretty extensive cleanup for the one team's engine does let go, and once again Jamie McMurray will not advance out of the first round, the round of 16, in just his second year of making the chase.
Maybe going to the garage to fix it. They never didn't do it, so eventually it erupted, and this terminal problem right now. The problem with going to the garage and fixing it is, how do you fix it?
Right.
You don't have a machine shop with you. There's only so many things you can do, and maybe taking the rocker arms off of a cylinder and those kind of things is about the only thing you can do. But you can see all the smoke coming out of the pipes.
Yeah, and from underneath that car. So unfortunate that Jamie McMurray, in just his second chase, has once again at Dover ended his title hope. Flag goes in the air. One more time around for Martin Truex Jr. looking for his 4th win of the 2016 season and his 2nd win of the round of 16. Martin Truex Jr. has to solidify his position as the favorite for the 2016 championship, as he has dominated round number 1 and he's dominated at Dover. He'll win again.
Woo, baby! Hell yeah! Way to be, boys. Team effort again. Awesome job, man. Great car, no mistakes. That's all we need to do. Good job, man.
Martin Truex Jr. getting a word with Cole Pern as he savors this hometown victory for his race team and winning in front of the fans. Going to climb out here. A little emotional behind the wheel as well. Martin Truex Jr., a winner at Dover again. You can tell standing on the car a little extra, savoring the moment, looking at all the friends and family that are here in Victory Lane because it's a packed Victory Lane. Martin, I got to ask you, winning Chicago, leading the most laps at New Hampshire, dominating at Dover, what kind of statement has the 78 team made in round 1 here?
We're not messing around, I guess. I mean, I don't know. What else can you say? Just we are here to get it done. And golly, I'm telling you, just the best crew there is. I mean, the best bunch of guys you could ever ask for. So it's just amazing to drive their race cars and to do what we're able to do. So I'm just ecstatic. So many people to thank. Again, I mean, this is just unbelievable. I mean, I don't even know what to say. And especially here, I love this racetrack. You know, it's been, you know, considered a home track for me for a long time. It's been since '07 since I won here. Had a lot of heartbreaks here, but all in all, just a phenomenal race car again today. And Furniture Row, Denver Mattress, Bass Pro Shops, Auto Owners Insurance, Textron, Oakley. I mean, everybody that makes this thing happen for us. Barney, thank you. I haven't seen him yet today, so he must not be here. Everybody back at Denver Furniture Row. Golly, man, it's just. I got to pinch myself. It's unbelievable. So thank you to Sprint and the fans and everybody. What an awesome race today. We're ready to go to Charlotte.
You and I were talking Friday, and you said, listen, I've been on the other side of this, talking about your success. I have a better appreciation for it. How does it make you appreciate what's going on right now, having been in situations where you weren't as successful?
You know, I can remember going home on days really frustrated. You know, here, for example, running up front, have something happen, and watch Jimmy win 10 of them. And it's like, man, that's got to be unbelievable to be winning that many races in a year or that many races, period. And, I mean, the last month and a half has just been ridiculous. I mean, it's been a fairy tale dream, and all the credit goes to all these guys. TRD, the engine was incredible, as always. I thought I blew it up out there. I went to do a burnout, and it shut off, and I couldn't get it started. So Polish victory lap was cool. That was for Alan Quickie. Mark Martin's always talking about it. He's my buddy. That was kind of half for him as well. So he's given me a lot of advice over the years, a lot of support. So it's cool to be able to do that. But all in all, I mean, it's just, this is a dream come true. I got a lot of friends here, a lot of family here. We had a lot of people here with our foundation today that came all the way from my hometown. 150 of them busted down here. We met them before the race. They're up there with their Martin Truex Jr. Foundation towels, waving the towels as I went by. So just awesome. Just an awesome day for all of us. And looking forward, like I said, just keep this momentum going, man. And the sky's the limit for this team.
Rick, you can tell the hometown win means a little bit more to Martin Truex Jr. here this afternoon.
Look at the chase grid. The top 12 will advance. 2 wins for Martin Truex Jr., a win for Kevin Harvick. But the drivers that won't be making their way into the round of 12 will be Tony Stewart in his final season with Cup Series. Kyle Larson, first time making the chase, and it will end after the first round. Jamie McMurray in his second chase. It ends after the round of 16 once again. And Chris Buescher, really the Cinderella story of 2016 with his win at Pocono. The single car team able to make it into the chase but won't advance into the round of 12.
Well, it certainly wasn't the day that Kyle Larson was hoping for in Dover. An electrical problem, a penalty on pit road, that seemed to seal your fate. What was the day like from your perspective?
I don't know what happened with the battery or whatever, but I lost power, lost a lap. Then we had too many men over the wall. And really, if we didn't have too many men over the wall, we probably would have been all right because I was only a lap down. Just whatever. But nice little Christmas present for Austin there by both Ganassi cars. But, you know, our Target Chevy's been good every week. So we'll go out, try and win some races. Even though we're not into the next round, we still have a shot at finishing 5th in points. So we're going to try our best to run as far up in points as we can.
Your first playoff experience, what do you take from this that might help you and this team be better next year?
I don't know. Find some good juju. I had bad luck at Chicago. Probably lost 12 points at Chicago with the right front failure. So that right there, and then today's bad luck. All my bad luck I've had in my career. I don't know what I got to do, but just stay positive. We'll come back next year and go for a championship. You know, our team came a long way this year from where we started the season. So, you know, hats off to everybody at the shop, everybody on the road crew, Hendrick Engines, Target, all the sponsors for all their hard work and effort. Just didn't have good luck again this year.
Thanks for your time.
Yep.
Chris Buescher came into Dover looking for a victory. That's pretty much what it would have taken to advance. Didn't quite have the speed. What was the day like for you?
You know, that was an interesting day for our CSX Ford. You know, guys worked really hard and put in all the effort all year to be in this situation. So, you know, we got our heads held high. I mean, it was awesome to be a part of the chase. That being said, we did want to move forward, and you know, we just didn't get the opportunity and the way to play out the way we needed it to. But you know, with these last 3 races with these long green flag runs, we just haven't had a chance to work on it and get it dialed in a little closer, especially with not getting any practice this weekend. So it's just a tough weekend from that aspect. But you know, car drove good at times. It's just looking at the board now, I can't believe how many cars were even on the lead lap at the end. That was just a wild pace.
You know, talking to your crew chief, Bob Osborne, this morning, he said, whatever happens today, if we don't advance to the next round, it's still positive. We have something to build on for next year. How do you feel about it?
The exact same. I mean, to have made it this far is a big deal.